to the blend. Ah, the tax man coming. And if you're wondering when the deadline to file your taxes is, it's today.
Yeah.
And while you may have plans for that tax return, our next guest wants to get in your ear before you decide to throw that money away on outstanding debts.
That's right. Judah Zakalik is here with the Panda guys at Peters & Associates. Great having you as always, sir.
Always a pleasure, guys.
Good to see you.
By the way, 40
Happy holidays.
Were you
right?
40 under 40? Was that the deal?
I was 40 under 40. It was my last year to qualify.
Yeah, there we
I
go.
qualified barely.
Wow,
I got like
cool.
6 years. I've never made the cool list on anything, though, so I don't think I'll make it. We'll see, though. You
will.
got to get me in touch with your
Congrats.
Definitely. Thank you.
This is America.
Yes,
America's
it is.
in debt. Americans are in debt.
Yeah.
Some of us are in a lot of debt. Why would we not take the refund we get from the feds and put it towards our debt?
Well, you should. There is no reason why you shouldn't.
Okay.
So we are a consumer debt-driven society. So a lot of us are in debt. That's how this country runs.
Yeah.
And when you get a refund back from your taxes, it's really was an interest-free loan to the government.
Yeah.
And so they're giving it back to you. And now it's time to do something smart with it. And we can get rid of debt for pennies on the dollar. So that hundreds or thousands dollar refund can really push far to get rid of your debt.
See, now that's the important part, is that the pennies on the dollar. Because if you just pay it on its face value, you might only be able to take a chip out of it. But if you negotiate it down, you could be able to pay it off in full.
Well, most people, it takes 45 years to pay off your credit card debt if you're making minimum payments, right? So you're not even chipping down on it for 45 years.
Hold on. No, I
Right.
thought you said 4 to 5.
Yeah, 45. No,
45.
45.
Yeah.
Which is like an adult lifetime.
It's a
No.
lifetime. It's a lifetime.
it
So
is.
You wouldn't be able to make 40 under 40.
no, sir. No. Just paying off the debt, you wouldn't.
Wow.
So,
My
I mean, we
goodness.
can get rid of it for 20 to 40 cents on the dollar, and that's a huge chunk, and then you can move on. And it doesn't damage your credit that bad. We can get your credit back up to 700 within a couple years after that. And then you can reestablish your credit, of course, and get new things, and you perhaps use it more wisely this time. And not that people don't use credit wisely, but a lot of times people use it for emergency things.
Yeah.
And that can get you into trouble, right? Car breaks down, air conditioner breaks down, someone breaks an arm, and you put on your credit card, and before you know it, you're in a heap load of debt, you're taking out payday loans, and that's just a downward spiral.
Yeah.
So this tax refund you can use as a jump start to get rid of the debt without filing bankruptcy.
Gotcha.
And let's talk about bankruptcy.
Yeah.
When do you advise it, and when is it not the way to go?
Well, sometimes it's the right option, but if we can help people avoid it, we want to help them avoid it because it can be detrimental to your credit. But a lot of times we'll find that bankruptcies shoot up during tax refund time because people get enough money to hire an attorney to file bankruptcy and
So
do
they
it
use
that
the
way.
money not towards
Oh,
the
my
debt, but towards
gosh.
the attorney.
Right,
Aha.
which is also wise sometimes.
Yeah. Well, it depends on how much debt you're in and whether or not it's manageable.
True. And then also you have to be very careful with bankruptcy laws in Chapter 7s because sometimes the trustee will want to take your tax refund, which can damage you quite a bit also.
Yeah.
So you have to
Right.
go to an experienced attorney and tell you how to manage getting your refund, when to spend it, when to file the bankruptcy. That's critical timing.
How soon after the bankruptcy are you actually able to do anything with your credit?
I mean, really soon. You'll get credit card offers about 1 to 3 months after the
Oh
bankruptcy.
my goodness.
Yeah. And it's
I'm
because
sure it's a really low rate.
right, exactly. Well, I mean, they're going to get you there.
Yeah.
But what you want to do is you want to pay it off every month anyway, so you don't have to incur that interest charge.
Gotcha.
You can get a car loan 1 to 6 months after a bankruptcy. Home loans, you're talking maybe 1 to 5 years after a bankruptcy, just depending on who the lender
Wow.
is and what the program is. So it's not a lifetime scarlet letter like a lot of people think it is.
know.
And we're seeing
Exactly
bankruptcies
right.
on the rise again. We were probably our busiest month last month with bankruptcies.
Really?
Wow, no kidding.
Yeah, and so although the economy is improving, we're not so much so in Las Vegas. We're still seeing a lot of people filing bankruptcies.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Interesting.
I think the one thing, and it really this negotiating down debts is kind of like that middle ground between bankruptcy and not. Because really what you're saying to the lender is, listen, work with us, we'll pay you.
Right.
Or we're going to have our client file for bankruptcy.
And you'll
you're
get
gonna
nothing.
Get nothing.
Right.
Work with us.
So it's an easy decision for them at that point.
yes,
Right?
especially considering how high the interest can be, chances are they've already made their money in principle
Right.
as it is.
It's a win-win for both sides.
Yeah.
They want to collect some money. Our client doesn't have all the money to pay them back, and they want to reestablish their credit. So both sides are going to win. It's just a negotiated victory, that
Absolutely.
kind of thing. Yeah.
How do people get in touch with you?
It's really easy. You can Google Panda Guys. That's probably the easiest one. Or we have that 702-818-3888 jingle number that people seem to remember pretty well.
Yes,
and that's,
very
that's
well.
the
And
easy
the
one.
panda obviously punching people
Yes,
out on
yeah,
TV.
That
It's-
is memorable.
The panda.
Yeah, he's our hard hitter.
Yes, he certainly is. It's great having
Thank
you
you
as always.
so much.
Always a pleasure, guys. Thank you.
Thank you,
If
buddy.
someone has debt and they are getting a nice big refund, well, they can call the folks at the Panda Guys to get a cleaner look at the best use of your refund check. Peters & Associate is located on South Rainbow, just north of the 215. Their phone number and website are right there on your screen. Peters & Associates are proud sponsors of the Morning Blend.